Yes, welcome back. Right tugenda kubanga tubebaza first of all mebale kubanga mulina fe for the day kigenda kuba kiri massive. Today we are testing the power of the might. Which we come Arsenal wano kigenda kubanga kiri really interesting today because of very interesting news regarding our team, regarding the lineup, regarding Arteta, regarding the commitment, regarding the 3-ban of Nicolas Pepe being ending today. Kigenda kubera really massive. And from where I stand, by the way, the most interesting thing, before you even think about how massive the game is going to be, it is going to be Arteta on ultimatum for the first time ever. Number one, tubadde ku run ebadde really terrible for the last I don't know how long. Number two, we've not won a game at home against any mid-table club since the season started. Number three, Arteta has finally gotten his guts gutted. Arteta has finally gotten his gut gutted. What do I mean here? Arteta, he's been dilted by the board. The overconfidence. Just like the mistake Manchester United made Ngabawa Ole Gunnar Solskjaer Omulimu, because he came in as an interim and he really did a good job, and before they knew it, they had to put him on permanent. And where they are today, now that is Manchester United. In Tunuride Arsenal, this is where I belong. I'm a Ghana after all. And just before I go anywhere far, I just want to thank you for being part of that T.A.G, that African Ghana. You are that African Ghana. I am that African Ghana. We are all those African Ghanas, the T.A.G. So ultimately, in Tunuride, what are we going to do to turn around this whole cinematography of ours, this chaos we are running into? Ekintu kitutambulira very bad, first of all. Number two, tetuyina what I would want to think, tetuyina the passion, the drive going forward, tetuyina butunulira ba star striker bafe. Actually, right now, I would personally say, as Arsenal in the Premier League, we're looking at the 4 strikers: Nicolas Pepe, tutunulide Lacazette, tutunulide Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, tutunulide nakavubuka kato Kasaka. Nayenga, why should we be looking at these guys to survive on the soccer field? Arsenal is not a mid-table club. When tutunulida back to where Arsenal Wenger left us, it was really big. We were so used to it that we never really thought Arsenal being out of the top 4. It was a nightmare for us. Today, you add on... sad. It's really sad. From 4th position, you add on 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're number 15. From the 4th position, we are used to, because the other month we knew, come May, we're supposed to be in the Champions League. Come May, the worst season ever of Arsene Wenger was to do with Arsenal going to Europa League. And that was his worst performance. We are thinking, Wenger out, Arsene Wenger out. You've done enough, thanks for the time, but you have to go. Saying Wenger out all the time. But today you look at us as Arsenal. We are a club with a very rich history. We've won the Premier League 13 times. We're not a mid-table club. We are never a mid-table club. You can't come and tell me. We're actually second highest. Then you're telling me all of a sudden we are struggling to get out of relegation, struggling to keep away from relegation, struggling not to go in the bottom 3. Arsenal? For one, I don't think we're on the right track. I can tell you that. I don't think as Arsenal we are where we are supposed to be. Now, think about it. Take an example. Last week, I'm saying last week because we anyway in the same week, but last week, we are looking at coming out of the deep we've been in for the whole 3, 4, 5 games. Now, we come out, every week we have a changed 11. And this changed 11, we are scoring goals. We have 15 goals in the group stage only. 15, man, it's so sad. 15 goals in 6 games. We have, how many goals? 5 goals? No, we have 10 goals in 11 games. 10 goals, that's a goal a game. Kati ungambo chanti as an Arsenal supporter, really, we are eyeing to go somewhere. We are eyeing to come out tugenda kuchikuba, we are going to come back on form. Matter of fact, if you do not realize this, we are midway through the season already. Arsenal way to say we are out there. We're in December. We are in December. The last time we had a run with a man who even sacked or stood down or pushed out of the club, Arsenal Wenger, his final season, we had goal chikumi mumwenda, 109 goals. So there is no way you're going to tell me after 11 games we have 10 goals. I'm thinking our top scorer is, oh man, Nketiah. And we say we have world-class defender, or rather super strikers in Lacazette. We have world-class super strikers in Aubameyang, who has not seen a net in as many games. Just one goal, a penalty from a spot, and we are saying we are going to go on and win. It's just not going to happen. The other thing I'm really concerned about is the fact that the boys are now out of the injury. What are we going to do about it? I mean, we want to come out and say, okay, maybe we can go on a two-angular game. But what formation? We don't have a static formation. Every time we Europa League to gain, that was Samba 4-4-2. Every time I can see Arteta has been deploying 4-4-2 every single midweek. Every Thursday night I watch an Arsenal game, we're in 4-4-2. But then when it comes to Premier League, the guy keeps on switching from a back three to a back four, then to a back five when he's under a real threat. Then you're thinking, where are we going next? He hasn't mastered who are his best players. Starting 11. Because you look at the guy with whom Yajan Naye, around the same time, Jose Mourinho. Mourinho has done his thing. You can actually almost be certain he's going to pick his consistent best 11 every single game. If you can look at the other time in the other weekend, he deployed when they beat us. He deployed Bagwin instead of Gareth Bale. Never took over mpira because he gives the confidence that these are my best. There is competition for places. But again, consistency is key. We don't have consistency in Arsenal. So me, when I look at the way we are playing, it's like we are jokers. We don't even know what we are thinking about. We don't even know where we are going next. Matter of fact, I don't even think if I wasn't a real Ghana, if I wasn't that African Ghana, I wasn't going to watch any of the games going forward. Maybe I would just, I don't know, just watch Premier League for rather Europa League every single week. I just go and say, okay, you know what, I'm going to be watching only Europa League. Because that's where we perform. That's why I feel my love for the club is visible. What we are trying to do is visible. But then you look at what this guy is doing. I look at how we are playing as a club, a team. He deploys Leno. And everybody's thinking, really? Is that the guy to make us go places? He comes out. He selects. I don't think I don't like him. I don't think he's a bad player. I think he's really fantastic. And by far, he could have been our best player up to now. Gabriel Magalhaes. He must be our best player right now because the guy is too lethargic. He's too on point. He's too... the guy is a beast in the back. But then you're looking at it, I cannot say David Luiz is having his best season at Arsenal yet because last season I think okay, how he's playing, he's really, really struggling. You look at the way he's on and off, either he plays midweek or the weekend, or he's missing both. The current issues, I think your age and Somokolako, whether how, but I really feel age is starting to come through. Then Tierney is that other guy we are looking at. You get? Tierney is that other guy we are looking at, whether how he's our guy. And you're not going to dispute that. We are hitting the numbers, we are hitting the crosses, we are providing all that is required of Arsenal in all angles. Now, shortly I'm going to be sharing what I would think my favorite Arsenal starting 11 would be tonight. And a potential substitute, a super sub that will actually come on and do it today. I'll be sharing that one now quite shortly. I don't know, just quite shortly. But most importantly, don't miss out on the team news about Martinelli, because a revelation has been given about Martinelli. And again, subscribe to our channel. Keep watching that African Ghana. Be that African Ghana. Be that. Be those African Ghanas. Thank you again. We'll be back in a mile, in a bit.